pretty dumb stage name. Singing top of rap beat, so I guess I'm part of Drain Gang. And you can shut up about this skill, cause we don't weigh the same. Eating good breakfast, call that actor's name from Doctor Strange. And you can die in the war before you go in the pub, but we can't talk about that like the first two rules of Fight Club. One kid was bumping the salad days on a rampage, and we got kids who can't tell a middle school from a gun range.
Alright,
Oh,
hello
shit.
everybody. So, of course, we have Jake here, and our special guest,
What's
probably our
up?
most famous person to join the podcast is Mr. Scoops himself. Yeah.
So Scuba, what's your real name? I feel like I saw like on the other podcast you did.
My real name is Chris. People just call me Chris. If you want to call me Chris,
All right, I'll call you
Good.
Chris.
I'm
That's
back.
cool. Okay.
Alright, so I have a question. So obviously, I've listened to some of your songs. I will say "Summertime" is one of my favorite songs. You know,
Yeah.
it's I don't know why, but it's just one of my favorites. Like I listen to it over and over again. It's like I don't know what it is. If it's like the beats you have or something, but something just it just makes me like it a lot. So
Thanks.
if you were hosting Saturday Night Live, you know what it is, right?
Yes.
So if you were hosting it, what songs would you perform on it?
Oh man. I think number one would have to be "Me and My Sins" because that one's kind of explosive. That one's like huge. That could get the crowd going.
Yeah.
Maybe a pop song. I don't know. It's kind of accessible.
I like
kind
it.
of sweet. And then actually maybe like "Summertime" or something because "Summertime" just has that cool beat switch. You
Yeah.
know, to catch people off guard, let people know what I'm about. Be kind of sick. It's a strategy. It's a marketing strategy when you're on SNL.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I saw on your YouTube that like you make music videos. I didn't know that. So are you gonna try to like continue that for the next album?
I want to. Yeah. It's just I have like no budget, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
16-year-old kid. That's like literally what it is. So sometimes I'll go out with my friends or whatever, and if they like a song, like when No Oath came out, my friends all liked that because like the beat switch and the energy and everything. They said it was dope. So we went out and went to like a little soccer field or whatever, and we just like shot some cool stuff, and I spliced it together and stuff, and it was really cool. And I want to keep doing that for other music videos in the future. Like I had this one idea for "Me and My Sins," but that one is like huge. It's like grand scale, like a bunch of like green screen stuff. And I have one downstairs. It's just going to take a long time. So I want to do a music video for "Me and My Sins" soon as well.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song blew up.
Yeah, it was cool. I didn't expect it to like get as much as it did like the first couple of days, you know what I mean? Because like usually when I release a song, it gets maybe 200 300 plays the first day, and that's good, that's stable, but "Me and My Sins," that song even blew up on TikTok. People just liked it when it released. So like 1,000 streams the first day, 1,000 streams the next. It was like crazy. I didn't expect
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously because of COVID. So when COVID started, is that when you kind of started to make your music albums and everything? Or was it like even before that you started to?
Yeah, well, the thing is, before COVID, I was doing beats and stuff, but I wasn't that good. I was kind of just like, just doing it for fun because I could, making like parody songs, joking around, talking about stupid things. And then COVID hit. I was still doing that for a while, and then it was like the end of like August. It was like the end of football season or whatever for me. I just started making music because I didn't really have anything to do. Or I started like remastering the stuff that I already did, but making it like real and making it not like a joke because there were some good ideas on there. Because at that time I was like really diving into like experimental hip hop stuff, and I was like, this is really sick, right? I want to do some of that, and I could if I mastered this stuff. So I did that, and then that's when it kind of started taking off. Like me taking it really seriously was like around August 2020. I started going to like full like music production, album mode, stuff like that. And then my taste has obviously like changed since then and stuff. People can hear that, but it's like really dope. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So I saw you've been putting the work in. I saw I saw your Instagram story. You've been putting the work in. When's the album gonna come out? or like what's the name gonna be? Like, do you know like the name yet, or like do you
I
have any
do
details?
I have a couple ideas for it. The thing is though, it's like kind of secretive because at the same, if I release the name, it kind of takes the whole album and puts
Yeah.
it in like area where it's like, oh, that's what it's gonna be. Like it's one of those type of titles. But I have like other names for it. I had this. I can tell you some names that like are kind of off the table, but like we got like I had this album name called Bank, which is gonna be like that was originally what the album was. It started as this like concept album about this dude who goes to a bank and then reality just completely implodes on him, and it's like a complete like weird album. It's like the first half of the album is like really cool experimental beats or whatever, and the second half of the album slowly transitions into madness. But that kind of got scrapped and kind of got changed for something else. And you got like I had this one album title I wanted to use called The Ballad of Eli because I had that title because I had this friend named Eli back in freshman year, and I like showed him my music and stuff like that, and I had this like really interesting idea of making like an album about like this one kid's life and like addiction and like all this different stuff. Not that that kid did addiction, but that was just tied into it, right? So I had these giant ideas, but now it's kind of more like a combination of all this stuff, and I want to keep it really low key because it's a really good. It's a very explosive
No,
album.
I feel you. I'm
I really
excited.
Low, yeah, I'm really excited to release it, man.
I think this is your year, man. It's your
Yeah.
year.
Hopefully, man. I mean, I'm gonna keep
Off to a
releasing,
good
and if
start
you,
already.
yeah,
Yeah. So
Awesome.
so when you started this music, then do you think like you would have like so many followers already by like 2022 basically?
like I thought. Here was my idea. I thought I'm gonna make this music, and I'm not gonna just put it in my files. I'm gonna release it, and then I like released the first album, which was kind of like I can look back in hindsight and say it's not very like amazing because it's like it's amateur, right? It's like I don't know how to mix, produce, right? But like it's still like a really like a really good album in the sense of like creativity and stuff. So like looking back on that, but my first thought was like, oh, this is gonna get like 0 plays. Um, who cares? I'm just gonna release it, right? And then I started advertising on TikTok, and then it didn't really go anywhere for like 6 months. And then I released the second album because I love just making albums and stuff. And like, I released that one, and the one song "No Oath" blew up, and that kind of got like a pretty big fan base from that. Like I got a giant spike, and then it went down, and that was my loyal fans, just people riding with me for every day, right? And then another song blows up, another song, and it's just really dope. I never thought it would be this like big, because for my mind, I'm just a kid in my closet making this keyboard. That's like my whole thing. I had no idea people would like mess with my music as much as they do. I thought I would be like, oh, this kid's cool and all, but like this is not for me. I thought it was gonna be too weird or something, but like I'm glad so many people are on board. It's dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So as of right now, you have 14.4K on TikTok. When do you think you'll hit 15K? Because you're so close. You're right there.
Man, I don't know. I think it really goes with like viral videos. Whenever I get like a viral video, that's when there's like a giant spike,
Yeah.
But I'm really hyped on the fact that like I even have 15,000 people who actually want to follow my stuff. Like that's insane to me, It's kind of dope.
Yeah, community now.
Yeah, I know.
Cool. It's fucking with your music.
Fan base. Like what?
I know you're.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
So how old are you again?
I'm 16 right now. Yeah.
I'm 16 too. So like, do your friends at school like know that you rap? I know like some of them do. Like, do all of them know, or like it's like a handful?
Not all of them. I try to. I play it low key.
Yeah.
Because I'm not like. I'm trying to think how to phrase this. Like, I got some close friends there who like know, and they're like, "That's really cool." People know about my production mostly because like I've done like production stuff, but like. There's some kids who know about my music, and some of them like really like it. I remember when the second song "Summertime" blew up. People were telling me that it was good, and Me and My Sins came out, and I got people from my old school, saying that it's a good song, like on Instagram and stuff. And I was like, "Whoa, what? Where did you come from?" But like, it's kind of crazy. So like, I don't know. I don't have like a lot of people who know. I keep it low key. Like if someone asks me and say like, "Hey, when's the album coming out?" I'll say something like, oh, I'm working. Like I'll have it out when I have it out, right? I'll say that, but I'm not gonna go up to somebody and say, hey, I made an album, check this out, because that's not me, right?
Yeah.
I kind of want to key,
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, but it's kind of like that's because like I don't want to be in school and have a million questions about our YouTube channel. It's like well, in school, if you follow, if you know what I do, then you know. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
It's because I don't want to be like the popular kid who has a bunch of followers because that there was only backlash.
Yeah, he's already got
kids
15K, dude.
Yeah.
Almost. He's blowing up.
Yeah, he's blowing up.
He's the real deal. Like
It's
I've
crazy.
heard like a lot of teenage rappers, they all sound the exact same. Then I came across you on TikTok, and I'm like, damn, you actually like produce your own beats. It's actually crazy.
Yeah, I think with TikTok, it's a really interesting thing because of course they're like artists and they're like respect, but of course they have influences and they pull from that. Like the main thing I see is like Playboy Cardi, Sofago, Trippie Redd. Those are pretty much like the ones you hear most of the time. But like when you, I feel like the reason people, I don't know, stick with me so much is because like I'm trying to find the right way to word this, but like, I'm just doing something a little bit different. That's, what I mean? I feel like in this day and age, people who like want to do the trap and they want to be melodic and they want to have the next big hit, but I'm kind of in it for the art side of it. Like I want to be known for my discography, not for the hit single. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm coming from.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you start this thing and your parents realize do your parents know that you have like a big following or like do they kind of like just like brush your way?
I don't think they know the scale. I think they think that like there's maybe like 5 people a day. And there's like a little group, but I like sometimes I'll like send them like I remember I got submitted to that Spotify editorial playlist for Pop Song, and I showed my parents that, and they're like, "That's like so dope. I didn't know you were like legit like that." And then I showed them like they saw my follower count one day when I was like uploading a video or something at dinner or whatever, and like they saw it and they were like, "Oh, like you're kind of a big deal." And I was like, "Well, I don't know." It's like kind of weird because when you're in it, you don't really see it from an outside perspective.
Yeah.
You're kind of there,
Yeah.
It's same still, It's crazy. But yeah, they know. My dad's actually on the cover of my second album, Apple Cider Ranch, and he loves that because I don't know. He just likes the fact that I put him on an album cover. He really likes it.
It's a good album cover. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so when you're making music, what like in other artists who like influence you, like where you find like most of your like inspiration per se?
Honestly, I like Kanye a lot just because he's different. Like you can't really hear something he does another person. Like he's kind of gotten to a point where like if someone does something that sounds different, people label it as sounding like Kanye. Like that's like really insane to me, So
yeah,
I'm really inspired by him and his discography. His discography is insane. Every single album sounds like completely different from the last, right?
doesn't miss.
Like that's like the goal, like it's a consistent flow and everything from album to album, which is what I really want to do too. But like Kanye for sure, Tyler, because his instrumentals are so jazzy and instrumental, and it's like I grew up listening to instrumentals and stuff, right? Not like hard rap, like stuff like instrumentals, and like that was like as a producer, I kind of tend to overproduce because I think of like an instrumental or a beat like needs to carry itself without vocals, right? So when Tyler does that too, it kind of shows me, oh, this dude made a #1 album making this like weird ass stuff. Maybe I can do that too, like Igor, #1, like who would have thought, right? And so that kind of showed me that like you can do whatever you want and you can succeed as long as you're putting like everything into it, which is like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, I definitely hear that like melodic rap kind of. Like what kind of like Kanye and Tyler do in your rap. I hear that. I like it.
Yeah, it's dope. I think I pull from like obviously I pull from different people. Like if I hear a cool sound, I'll like I'll be like, oh, that's kind of cool. I want to kind of interpret that in my stuff. But like at the end of the day, I'm just glad people like that, like because I'm making the music I want to make, right? Like I'm making the stuff that like if I heard that on my Spotify, I would add it to my playlist immediately. Like that's the type of stuff I make, right? So I'm glad people like that as well. You know, it's really dope.
So
Cool.
let them know you a little bit more instead of like the music thing. So what like sports do you like to watch? You know, are you like a big football fan or like a more basketball fan?
Well, I played football.
Basketball.
I played football. I mean, I have a build, right? Like I'm kind of a big guy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty easy to say, but like I play football, so I know more about that, but like I don't really watch too much. The thing is, like, I don't know what it is. It's just like when I watch sports or whatever, like it's cool. Like when someone makes a sick touchdown and everything, I'm like, oh, that's pretty dope, right? But like if I'm going to a Super Bowl party, it's probably for the food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's why I'm coming. Yeah.
That's what it's all about, the food.
Yeah, the food.
Yeah.
Buffalo chicken dip. Oh yeah.
Yeah, same wavelength. That's the best. It's honestly amazing.
I'm hungry now.
Can't beat it.
So did you hear about Kanye's new drop coming like this? I heard tonight.
Yeah.
Midnight?
Hopefully. That album cover scared the crap out of me when I first
Yeah.
saw it. Bro, I was my Instagram
I
timeline
was
and
like,
there's just
what the fuck?
bloody. I was like, all right, well,
Yeah.
gonna do. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I want to see what direction he goes. I hope it's kind of like, I hope it's not just like a throwaway type thing from like Donda or something. I hope it's like, you know, I hope it's like something different. I hope he goes in a different direction.
Yeah.
It's so close to his release of Donda. I'm afraid it might be like kind of the same sound, right? So that's kind of, but yeah, I hope it's good.
Yeah.
Me
yeah,
too.
because when I heard, because Jay told me to, I was like, wait, did he just drop like an album like 2 months ago? I feel like it's a little like too soon for it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Kanye's
Or, like,
always, it's crazy.
Kanye really is the GOAT.
He is. Yeah. I don't really anybody can take that away from him. I mean, he's gotten his rap stuff done from his first like 4 or 5 albums. And now he's gotten that production side and like the melodic stuff. It's like you can't really beat him right now. Kind of got all the accolades. It's kind of dope.
Yeah. I agree.
So as the Winter Olympics are coming up, you know, in a month, you know, I'm just getting us prepared. So what's your favorite Winter Olympic sport to watch?
Oh man, bro. Let me think. They have some weird sports in there, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah, they do.
Oh man, I mean, they got like
everything.
Stuff, badminton. Do they? No, maybe not.
Did they? Let me look that up.
I don't know. Honestly, the skiing is pretty sick. Like I'm not like into the Olympic scene. Like I'm gonna avidly watch it every hour of the day. But like skiing is pretty cool. If I see a clip on TikTok of some dude hitting some amazing skiing stuff, I'll be like, that's pretty dope. You know, more than probably anything else. So that's kind of where I'm coming from with that. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, over the summer I watch like, you know, just like the basketball. Really, that's really it. What I watch, just basketball, and like obviously knew they don't come top 3, so you know I didn't watch every game. But you know, if the basketball game was on, I would go on, watch it, and see what it is. You know, but I think, you know, the older this year, as you get older, Olympics aren't going to become that important as say like 50 years ago when it first started. I think
it's
why is that?
Something like I think it's kind of getting like, I'm trying to think of the right word for this, but like I feel like it just needs more advertisement. I don't think anyone knows that it's happening very soon, you know?
Yeah.
They just got to advertise it a bit more. I don't know. They think they're too big to fail, but we'll see. I mean, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, how are you gonna advertise your new album when it drops? Like, what are you gonna do to like promote it?
Yeah, I've had some ideas. I tried this one like experimental type thing on TikTok called The Chris Show, where I just interviewed myself, and that was so fun. I just love making skits like that where it's like hilarious, you know, and it went across, but it's also extremely interesting. The problem is they take like so long. They take like 2 hours for this little like video, because I got to record it, edit it, you know, splice it together, all stuff, and it takes a while. But I really want to do more of that because, you know, I think advertisement is key. I also want to try like You know, I feel like just like, because with this album, I'm just gonna put it out there. It's kind of like, it's more of like an album than just a collection of singles, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's more experience,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
not something that you just take a single out and play it. Like,
Exactly.
like, you know, I can maybe name 2 or 3 songs that would be aux worthy, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like, it's pretty out there. So I'm really excited to promote it in like a way where it's like, you know, this is like a different thing. If it's not different, then sue me or something, because it is pretty different. Like, I can say it like from a fan perspective of myself. Like, I listen to a lot of music every day. Like, this is something truly different, right? So I think I have the right to say that, you know, it's different, check it out, type of thing. You know, that's where I'm gonna try.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like how you switch it up kind of every album.
Yeah, I really want to try and do
Bring
that.
a new sound.
I feel like if you just redo the album 3 times, it's like, what are you looking for? You know, like, if
Boring, yeah.
If you can take a song from another album and it fits perfectly in an album you did before, then you failed. You know, you got to make something different. There's got to be evolution found. There's got to be, I mean, obviously, if people are experimenting and building upon that sound, all you know, go ahead. But if it's like they're just staying complacent and they're doing the same thing they always do, it just gets boring, and you can't really evolve as an artist. You can't try new things. You can't bring a new thing to the table. You're just doing what you already did, maybe even worse, you know? So that's kind of where I'm coming from. I think,
I got you.
Without a lot, I'm noticing that, but it's whatever.
Yeah. So do you have any New Year goals that you don't?
I do. I have a goal, weight loss,
Oh.
which is dope. You know, everybody wants weight loss, but I'm like, I've tried times, and it's lasted like a month, but this time I'm like taking it seriously. It's been like 3 months. I started like I think I started like middle of October or whatever. And I've lost like 17 pounds. So I'm doing good. Great. I cannot believe
good.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of running. I hate running, but it's, you know, I have to. So, but yeah, that's my main New Year's resolution. Another one is to maybe release this album and then kind of like take it a little bit slow for the rest of the year. Maybe a couple singles, maybe an EP. Maybe if I change my mind, I'll make like another album or something. I don't know. But I feel like 1 album a year is probably good for most people, because it's just put your thoughts out for that year. You recollect yourself, you come back with a new thing the next year. I think that's a really dope way to do it. So that was my New Year's resolutions.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think Jake knows what mine is, to make less bacon, but that's besides the point.
He fucking loves bacon.
Yeah, I mean,
How much bacon do you have a day?
I don't know.
Of course you are.
I say at least 2 slices a day, at least. But
I thought that's a lie.
No.
So wait,
no.
Dylan, can you explain to Scuba your Dorito sandwich? We're taking this outside of music for a little bit.
Oh right. No, honey, down to hear this, please. Tell me your
all right. So at lunch, you know, I have a hamburger roll. I put bacon and Doritos in it, and it actually tastes quite well. But you know, when I'm at home, I put like chicken patty in it to make it better.
100%. It's like, it's the same thing. Like when I get Jimmy John's or something and I have some potato chips, sometimes I'll just freaking smash potato chips.
Yeah.
It's good. I can't really explain it. Maybe like it's just different texture, like crunch or whatever, but it's dope, you know?
You need that crunch.
Exactly. It's amazing. And it shouldn't work, but it does. So, I mean, no harm. If it works, it works.
Yeah, because every day this kid Jake sits next to me and he sees me chomp down that thing, and it's so good. So good. I just, you know.
Sometimes you moan while you're eating it.
Moan? Well, I never heard that one.
Man,
I've heard it a few times.
Not gonna lie. Dorito sandwich sounds like a good thing to eat.
Yeah. You know,
I've never tried it.
It's a quick snack.
He's recommended it to me.
It's like you're like, you know, it's like, you know, say if like, you know, you need to go out somewhere at 7 p.m. and it's like 6 p.m. and you don't want to make like a full course meal, you just make that, you know, easy enough.
So you gotta add some protein into it.
Cool.
Like you said that you had a chicken, right?
Well, yeah.
Grilled chicken.
Sometimes I would add a chicken patty in it.
So I
You know.
paid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of chicken, KFC's adding that vegan chicken or whatever it's called.
Are they
That-
So everyone
seriously?
talking about fast food.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
but-
heard about that.
Yeah, I know. I feel like every place is trying to add like some type of vegan food now, just so they
Yeah, just to-
get less hate from the vegans.
I get it though. You know, they got to make their money.
Yeah.
More people are turning vegan, vegetarian. My sister was vegan. I don't know how she's doing that. I don't know if I don't know if she keep it going because her friend's vegan and she got like converted for a week. But I haven't kept up. Maybe she's converted back. But yeah, it's like I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, personally, meat is too good for me to stop eating it. So
I know,
you know,
right?
and like also it's
Yeah.
like it's even if it's like an ethical standpoint, I mean, like someone else is gonna do it if they stop, you know? I mean, it's just always gonna be there. It's just gonna be, you know, capitalized on by another person if you don't do it. So it's like, you know, if I'm not eating that burger, someone else is gonna eat it. If
Yeah.
someone doesn't kill that cow is gonna get killed somewhere else or just die, you know? So it's like I understand the ethical stuff, but at the same time, like from a logical standpoint, it's still gonna happen, you know?
Yeah.
You put that perfectly. I agree.
Yeah, it's not going to stop unless everyone stops eating meat or
Yeah.
something. It'll keep happening because.
But Dylan, you kill all the pigs though with your bacon obsession.
Yeah, that is true. I guess. I wonder how many pigs I kill you. That would be interesting.
How do we get here? Dylan, how many pigs did you eat a year? Take a guess. I want you to take a guess.
I don't know how much bacon a pig produce. Maybe that's something I should look up now. That's
Look that up.
yeah. All right.
I'm invested now.
All right. How much bacon per pig? So 23
I got a question after this
pounds.
for Scuba.
All right. So
Yeah.
if a pig weighs 250 pounds, it says you can get 23 pounds of bacon. So, well, how much 23 pounds of bacon is for a slice? Because I know I eat
Doing the
more.
math.
I
love
know. Well, good thing I have Google here. Like Google.
All right, all right. So Scuba, how did you come up with the name Scubadiver?
Oh
Dylan's
yeah.
trying to figure out.
All right. Well, I started, like I said, like before quarantine ever, I was making like really dumb music stuff, like just like joking around, you know, like literally like I just was in it just to like have fun. I was like freestyling or whatever. And I posted stuff on SoundCloud, which is long gone. It's out of there.
All right.
But it's like I was making really dumb music, so I thought, what's a good name to compliment this? And I just thought of the dumbest thing possible, and it was Scubadiver, because I mean, who would name themselves Scubadiver? And then over time, it kind of just clicked. It kind of just stuck, because like after a while of saying a word so many times, it kind of loses its meaning. And that's kind of where it's come to for Scubadiver. Like for me, I don't even really think of like the actual scuba diving thing. When I say Scubadiver, I just think of my music, right? So that's kind of where that comes from. Yeah.
I mean, Dylan's got a whole background right now.
Yeah. Ocean back.
So can you explain that?
Well, yeah. So I was thinking of a background. Like, what should my background be? Because every podcast I have a bad background,
Yeah.
So I was like, scuba diving, ocean background, I guess. That has made the most sense to me, really.
It looks real. I couldn't even tell that it was fake.
Yeah.
Dylan, can you breathe under there?
That Jake. Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Do you like him going to the ocean or no?
Yes, actually, I gotta reword this. So, I've been to the ocean like twice in my life. I like lakes though. Lakes are pretty sick.
Yeah.
I like swimming. Swimming's pretty dope. Cold water, big waves. That's my type of thing,
Yeah.
right? So
Mhm.
I do stuff like that. Plus, it's just fun. It's not every day you get to
Yeah.
lake. Pretty dope. Good views. Make a sand castle. Pretty dope. So yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, so where are you from?
I'm from Indiana.
Oh,
Indiana?
Yeah, so if I'm going to like a lake, I'm going to like Lake Michigan
No.
up in, and like I've been to Florida
Pretty cool.
twice. I've been to like, I don't even know, somewhere in North Carolina once. That was like when I was really young though. But yeah, based in Indiana.
Yeah, because
like
every
that.
year or every summer I go to the beach. I'm like, oh, not the beach again. But once I get there, I have fun because I'm on like the boogie
Yeah, we're
board
from
for like 2
Massachusetts, by the way.
hours. So it's just like
And we got Cape Cod, like right.
oh yeah, Cape Cod is the
Yeah.
best. It's I don't know. And college summer ball, some of the best baseball players. Aaron Judge played there. Cape Cod Baseball League. It's very successful for producing Major League Baseball players, and I'm a big baseball guy, so of course I know that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got any more questions?
No,
We
well
gotta
I
wrap
think
it up.
yeah, because we don't have any more minutes in the Zoom meeting because we're cheap. Everyone pay more money, but anyways, that's how the world goes round. If you don't have money, you're broke. So, anyways, thanks for.
Dude, are you
Anyway.
shaming? Oh my God, Dylan.
What?
Man,
Okay, Dylan.
man.
Dylan's just shaming now.
Okay then. I don't know why I just did, but okay, I made some people laugh. Anyways, thank you for watching this Buds podcast special with Scuba, and thanks. Yeah. Thank you for joining, and also Jake, my a partner in crime, as they say, and me, Dylan, and you'll see me, I don't know, next week or something.
What's
Bye.
your nickname again?
Uh,